Welcome back to Creatures, Cavers, and Crafting. Today, before we start our video off, I wanted to give a quick shout out to the Bane of the Ancients by Gaming Honors. This was a Kickstarter I recently backed. We just opened up the book, give you guys a sneak peek. Here's some really cool artwork inside. To me, this has a really cool old school feel to it. If you've ever played some Gamma World or some other futuristic post-apocalyptic games, this will be right up your alley. Here's some really cool player character sheets in the back you could probably copy. The back of the book here. Go ahead and flip it back to the front so you can get another look at that cover artwork. I did get some free swag with this. Here's some post-it notes. These are notice of termination pink slips, which would be really fun to implement in your game. Got a whole bunch of them. I also got a really cool sticker. This will be pretty cool to go on my work computer. A nice pin that you could put on your shirt for any of your gaming cons that you go to represent. And you can't have a book without a bookmarker. On the back we do have a synopsis of the module or venture. Really cool stuff. Guys, give them a look at gaminghonors.com. And we'll go ahead and move on to our craft now. So today we're going to be making some doors for our Mutant Crawl Classic game. You can also use these for any sci-fi game that you're playing as well. I'm just doing some rough measurements right now. I'm going about 2 inches, a little bit more than 2 inches in height and about 1.5 inches in width. I'm just using a muscle figure here to get a good approximation. Once so, we'll go ahead and cut those out and set those to the side. I'm going to be using some chipboard. I use the box for my kitty litter to get this cardboard. Of course, the box is empty. As you can see, it's very thick. This is some really rugged stuff. Waste not, want not, right? And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and go out about 4 inches. I'm going to create a stencil here for my doors. I'm going up a little bit more than 1.5 inches on this. I'm going to cut out the middle like so. And we'll just go ahead and cut our doorways out. I'm going to go ahead and make some side pieces. Each one of these are about maybe 1/4 inch, maybe 1/2 inch. We'll put those together using some super glue. Once those dry, we'll go ahead and put them on a washer using some E6000. Now I've added some really cool stuff here. Here are some beads. I'm going to use this for my, I guess my door key panel. And as with some of my other projects, I'm going to use some rhinestones to give the rivets or bolt look. I also just added a piece up to the top just to break things up a little bit. Next, we're going to add some clear Elmer's glue to the door. This is going to provide an extra layer of protection. It'll also strengthen the door as it dries. I also like doing this because it seals in the details like the rhinestone and the bead that we use for the door panel. We're going to take a brush and just kind of start smoothing this out. This will prevent warping from moisture, and it'll also give a little bit of a texture look, so when you go to apply paint, the paint won't soak in and this will look just like chipboard with paint on it. I'm going to take some pieces of granny grating and put these to the bottom. This is to cover up the washer below. You don't have to do this. This is an optional piece. You don't even have to go as long as I did. If you want to trim those up, you're more than welcome to. I'm also going to use a little bit of PLA there on the door panels just to give them a little extra detail. I'm going to take the foam board that I cut out earlier, and I'm going to take 2 pieces of corrugated paper. We'll put that on the front and back and just use some Elmer glue to glue that down. Once that's dry, I'm also going to apply some more glue to the sides and the top and bottom. This is just to protect it when we go to prime it from dissolving. I also wanted to give myself some more options on doors, so I just took another piece of foam board. I put some Mod Podge on it, and I also just put a little detail on there. Keep in mind, we can create multiple types of doors for this setup, so just be creative when you're doing it. I'm going to prime the doors and the entranceways using some base colors. This will make things easy going forward, where all I really have to do is apply a nice wash. In this case, I'm going to use an Agress Earthshade. This will dry really subtle and it'll leave a nice dingy, corroded look. Once we've done all that, we're going to move on to using some burnt sienna and a silver. All I'm really doing for this is blotting it on, not necessarily a dry brush. Burnt sienna is really a good rust effect if you don't have a technical paint on hand. Now we're going to print out some 28mm signs. We're going to fasten those to the door using a little bit of glue, and then we're going to weather everything using a Cerasepium. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in as always. I greatly appreciate your viewership. I hope to see more and more comments in the future. If you haven't already, please leave a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe and follow. More importantly, share this with a friend or someone else that you might know that would enjoy Mutant Crawl Classic craft like this. Have a great day, and as always, be safe. Goodbye.